Hello, hello. Good evening here from Western North Carolina. It is good to be here. It's been a while since I have gotten on here live, and I had to jump on though because intuition is a conversation that I've been having with a lot of people. You're probably in the place of wondering what's going on in the world. How is the reopening of the world, at least that's the way I view it, how it's impacting you, how as more businesses are opening and people are getting vaccinated or not, or wearing masks or not, how that all is affecting you. And I say that because there is, I'm noticing this collective energy that for a lot of people is feeling uncomfortable. It's feeling uncertain. And as a result, the other thing that people are reporting is, they couldn't wait for things to return to normal or more normal. And then they're finding that they're not really comfortable with that it seems hard in some cases for people to go out in public or get together with people that they've been wanting to see, whether that's family or friends or colleagues, or they're noticing that they're more tired. And after spending some time with people, and there's a lot of reasons for that, and I'm not going to get into that in this conversation, but the reason I wanted to talk about, and I see that somebody has joined, feel free to post comments or ask questions because I will respond to that. So I want to talk about mastering intuitive confidence. I had a client ask me, I wish there was, or what she said was, I wish there was something that helped me navigate all of these changes, navigate what's new. And I said, well, I can share with you that my navigation tool or my guidepost is my intuition. I use it every day. I trust my intuition. And that is what allows me to move more comfortably and confidently in the world, especially as it changes from moment to moment, especially as we're not sure what to expect, much like we haven't been sure what to expect over the past year and a half. Who do we trust? Do we, which experts do we trust? Who's telling the truth? What's the best course of action for me, whether it's work, whether it's for my family, whether it's for, do I do something or do I don't do something? Mastering your intuitive confidence is what allows me to do that with more ease and without second guessing myself consistently. Second guessing myself, trying to figure things out is what I used to do all the time, to the point that I would be exhausted by the end of the day, especially as an entrepreneur, seeing 30 to 50 patients a day when I still had my active full-time practice. And I just couldn't answer any more questions because I was constantly thinking. Now, not to say I don't think now, but what started to happen is as I accessed my intuition more consistently, and as I trusted it, what I realized is I was able to utilize my energy for other things because there wasn't this constant battle. Should I do this or should I do that? Is this better or is that better? And often, even after I made a decision, that I'd spend all this time and energy second guessing myself. So, what is it that I do now? I check in to my intuition when it comes time to ask questions. Unless it's something that's technical, unless it's something that's following step-by-step instructions, I'm not relying on my mind to figure things out. I'm relying on my intuition. Hello, somebody said hello. Hello, welcome. Thank you for being here. If you've got questions, feel free to post them below. I'll be happy to answer them. And with that, now, when I ask questions, I'm asking my intuition. And my intuition, the way I view it, hey, Gail, good to see you here. When I access my intuition, I am not only accessing my intuition, or I'm not sure what you mean by intuition, but when I do, I'm accessing my inner wisdom. I'm accessing not just my conscious mind, but also what's in my subconscious mind. And I'm able to do that when I utilize my intuition. So one of the practices that I have is when it comes time to ask a question, I literally move my focus from my mind to the center of me, where I would say my intuition lives. Yes, it's in all, it's in all of me, but the purest space, I'll say, of my intuition is in my center. And so I move my attention there and ask the question there. And the response that I get, typically that first response, is my intuitive response, or the response that I'm going to trust as most true for me. And I say it that way because our mind's going to come in at some point when we ask questions, even if we're not focusing on our mind for the answers. Our mind is going to come in. It is a part of the information that we're going to receive. And when I ask, or when I'm teaching people how to master their intuitive confidence, I'm asking them to pay attention to that first response from a yes or no question. It's easier to develop our intuition, and it's easier to master it and trust it when we're keeping the information really clear and direct. So yes or no questions is the best place to start. Whether it's you're new to intuition, or you are wanting to take your intuition to the next level, or you find that you're not always trusting your intuition. Because there are going to be times that your intuition and your mind are not going to be on the same page. Your mind only accesses a small amount of information. Your intuition accesses much more information. Our mind is based on repeating patterns, repeating what's known. Our intuition is what can allow us more easily to step into the unknown. So that's one of the reasons why I say, ask your question of your core, your essence, the purest place of you, where our intuition resides. Use yes or no questions, so that way it's clear and direct. And practice. Practicing is the key. When I first started and recognized that my intuition was actively communicating on a regular basis, I would use it for simple things. What am I going to have for breakfast? What am I going to have for lunch? What am I going to have for dinner? Where might we go out to eat if we're going to go out to eat? What clothes am I going to wear today? Or at least what colors am I going to wear today? Things that allow me to develop a relationship with my intuition and allow me to, again, establish a foundation of trust. Because as we continue to do that, as we continue to practice that, then we can open ourselves up to more information, a more complete picture, or, And in doing that, be able to trust even when more information is coming in. And why do I call it master intuitive confidence? Because we want to master it, and we want to have confidence in our intuition. And as we do that, we have confidence, increased confidence, in not only accessing our intuition, but making decisions. And making decisions moment to moment. Making decisions that are in our highest and best interest, even when there's a lot of conflicting information out there. I know that that's one of the most challenging things through this COVID pandemic has been, what information do you trust? Who do you trust? Because it seemed like the information was changing from day to day. And if you look from state to state, the information is different. And then you add in counties. And I know here in North Carolina, what one county was doing was different than another county. Who's right? And who do you trust? That's why it's time to start trusting yourself and your inner wisdom, because that's who we absolutely, one, always have access to. And when we rely on that inner wisdom, then we can step forward with more confidence in how we choose to live our life. So again, I'm Dr. Jenn. I am happy to be having this conversation on mastering your intuitive confidence. And if you've got questions about that, about developing your intuition, trusting your intuition, and using it in a moment-to-moment basis as you need it, shoot me questions, send me a message. Of course, follow this channel. I look forward to communicating with you further in the future. I'm sending you lots of love, and I'll talk to you soon. Mwah.